a podcast about coins and coin collecting from the perspective of both dealers and collectors. Hosted by two guys with a passion for collecting and a combined experience of over 50 years in the coin industry. Here's Matt Dinger and Mike Nottleman on the Coin Show Podcast.
And it's episode
233.
233 of the Coin Show Podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Matt.
And on this episode of the Coin Show Podcast, we will talk about some progress on the club.
Yeah, heck yeah.
And we will also visit your coolest things, which is always a favorite of ours.
Yep.
Maybe Matt has a pearl of wisdom to drop on us.
We could probably come up with something.
But first, as always, the news.
All right, friend. I need it. I've won it.
I know. It's like you live for this.
Who is the news brought to you by?
The news is brought to us by cats. Just fill the food dish and leave me alone. We don't care about human things. We're cats.
Oh, that was good. I like that one a lot, actually.
We get a very, very diverse set of sponsors in this.
Yes, we do. Let's check out the news.
So, as you can see, they have given us an image for the new semi-quincentennial coin, at least for the nickel and the cent. All they're going to do with them is they're going to put a dual date, and they're going to put a privy mark that has the Liberty Bell on 250. That will be the extent of the changes for those two coins. And I think it's kind of funny because they say that they're doing it. Oh God, I think it had to do with cost. Which doing anything with a penny or a nickel should have nothing to do with cost, because
right,
they don't swim in the realm of reality as far as that goes.
Yeah, exactly. You're never going to cut cost on making those in the first place, so you might as well just hit it, right?
So they are going to completely redesign front and back the dime, quarter, half, and dollar. Just this quincentennial. It does not look like, one of the things that I liked about the bicentennial was that they changed the designs on our coins for the first time in my lifetime. But at that point, they made coins. They started making the bison. They made the 1974 coins until June of 1975.
Yeah, I mean,
and they made the bicentennial designs from June of 75 through the end of 76.
I feel like this is a wonderful opportunity to get rid of the cent, or at least change it so dramatically that it's something completely different, and all we're getting is a date over a date, and that's it.
Well, I mean, think about this. They're not putting any resources into cents and nickels, which is kind of smart, but kind of short-sighted, right?
Sure.
You could do something that would let it go out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
the legislation to discontinue it just isn't there.
Yeah, that's true. It could go out in a blaze of glory. You could fire it off into the sun, and that'd be the end of it.
You could really do something with this and have a really good time with it, and collectors, would just absolutely love it. But not the way it's going to happen.
Yeah, weird. Very weird.
Let's do what's next. I'm going to do it off the screen today. I like this way.
All right.
So these are the design candidates.
Design candidates, best mint 2026
semi-centennial gold coins.
I even had trouble with it, Mike. You're the one that has trouble with it. So they're deciding to decide on which classic coin they want to revamp for the gold coin.
Right. So they're going to make, I mean, this is going to be, I assume, in addition to gold eagles and buffaloes. And to be honest with you, if you're going to do that, then, hey, let's go with the Drake bust.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. The $1,804 is the only one that we haven't done a gold version of that's on this sheet right here.
And yet, we have, because, yes, it was a silver dollar, but there was also an 1804 $10 gold, wasn't there?
Oh, that's a good, yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good point. They did make some gold coins in that period, but I'm talking about modern-ish restrikes or remakes.
Well, it was, and I don't know why they call it a turban head, because that does not look like a turban head, but so yeah, the early dollars, which are the ones that I'm familiar with and would be more like this, I think, I don't know. I mean, it's like, yeah, you've already made, your St. Gaudens, you've made your walking liberty, you've made your standing liberty, you've made your mark. So are they saying, kind of hinting at the fact that, okay, here's what we're going to do?
I think the 1804 Drake, or the Drake bust design in general, has got to be the winner. It's the only one that we haven't done recent in the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay, 10 years, yes, because 2007, it was on the first spouse.
Well, was it?
Yes, it was. Jefferson Liberty.
Okay, well, there you go.
It's one of those where I like the idea of bringing back a classic design, of doing something like that.
Sure, they finally did what the collectors wanted, and obviously it's been a massive success every time they've done it.
Okay.
But I mean, here we are again.
These designs came from a survey.
We took the survey. I think we took it on the show, So
yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see how that one boils down.
Well, it's going to be a big deal as far as coins. That's all.
Right.
So the United States Mint has welcomed 25 new artists to their Artistic Infusion program.
Okay.
Cool. There are some people that have retired from the program. This is a new staff. This 25 new artists for its program, and I look forward to, as big as they want to make this talent pool. To me, it doesn't matter. You can't make it too big, because it just means more and more designs, more different designs, more, different ideas and different perspectives.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong by adding fresh talent to the pool. I mean, you might not get exactly what you're looking for, but you're going to get something interesting, something new, something different. I can't say that adding people to something like this is something I'm against. So, there you go. Okay, let's go.
13 people that are returning and 25 new. Let's see. So the U.S. Mint has ended its sales for the Britannia Eagle mashup coin.
Yeah, the collab. They're doing a collab with the
This is not really, because this is a U.S. coin, and if you look at the next page, you'll see the British coin.
Right.
It's like they don't look anything like each other. Now, I'll grant you, they had one side of the coin to work with.
Well, they always do.
We had both.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot to like about these coins. They're really, really beautiful designs.
Right. Let's see if I can get that up too. There we go. I hate to say it, but I kind of like the Britannia design a little better than ours, just being frank.
See, now I would go the other way, and I would say that I like our design better than the Britannia one. Not the reverse design that has all the legends on it, but the one that actually has Liberty and Britannia on it.
Yeah, that's true.
I really like that.
I don't know. I'm kind of fond of the British one, but that's personal taste, and that's what it's all about, friend.
I don't think that they gave us our due on their coin.
Well, this is the Britannias. This is not the dual piece.
That was made for their piece.
Oh, whoa.
No, is that a new annual design for the Britannia? Did they change it for Charles?
I think they changed it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
And I had to go on to the next story because
Yeah, let's just kind of sweep that one under the rug. In other world news, France has designed these three different euro sets. So one is going to be the 50 euro cent, one is going to be the 20 euro cent, and one is going to be the 10 euro cent.
Right.
They're honoring different French women, prominent French women in history.
Okay.
So Curie and some others. If you page down, they'll give you names and stuff.
Josephine Baker and Simone Bessie.
Yeah, Josephine Baker, very very famous actress.
Oh, Simone Veil. So
yeah, not to be confused with Simone Biles.
Sorry, I had to hit myself in the face with the microphone after that one. All right.
Gets reset coin.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Cherry Pickers Part 2.
Okay, so this is news that although the first printing of the Part 2 of Cherry Pickers Guide, the new 6th edition, completely sold out, the second printing is now available.
Awesome. So, well, that's cool.
And the news that I got from this article was that there is a 3rd edition on the way.
Ooh, 3rd edition released this summer. Yeah, that's big news.
Yeah, so that's a whole new book.
Yeah, that's cool. Very cool. So that's let's see. This covers man, it doesn't say what it covers, but it looks like it covers the minor coinage, dimes and half dimes, 20-cent pieces, and quarters, 1800 to date. So
yeah, because your halves are covered pretty well by your bust half nut club and overtip numbers and all that stuff.
Let's see about Volume 2. Volume 2 is going to cover half dollars through federal gold denominations, bullion coins, commemorative, and the Philippines. Ooh, Philippines. That'd be cool.
The rest of the Red Book.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Very cool.
This century-old mill is going to be used as central states to strike souvenir pine tree shillings.
Cool. I'm going to get me one.
I'm going to get me one too. And we will be there at Central States to have this fun.
Yes, we will.
Everybody to go and get one of these because this looks like it's going to be really cool.
I smell some content. I smell a video about this thing.
Never know.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
See what the weirdest coin we can get them to do it on is.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. I'm trying to see where it's going to be at the show. It doesn't say.
I think I want to take like a Mercury dime or a.
Will be struck during the convention and available for $1 each while supplies last.
Oh, okay. So you don't get to
strike it yourself.
Yeah.
But still, very cool.
Yeah. Still cool.
Very cool.
Get one in a slab, sell it to Isaiah.
Oh my gosh. Let's not do that. Don't encourage him.
Stax Powers is having Spring 2024 Rarities Night preview. And I want to tell everybody within earshot that if you get an opportunity to look at a Rarities Night, definitely go look at Rarities Night.
Yeah. Oh, even if you just sit there and watch the auction, it's insane. But yeah, definitely go preview the coins. If you ever get the chance to do this, definitely do it. A lot of the times they have these coins on display at the shows that are coming up around the auction. They've stopped doing so many. COVID kind of changed it to where they do the auctions a little later than the shows now, which is fine. But they've started doing that. So if you ever get a chance, they started doing that so where the coins are available to be looked at the shows. So if you ever get a chance to go do that, you should.
Yeah, no, we have personal experience with Stax Bowers and Rarities Night. As we did our first show from the World's Fair Money, he brought, some really, really cool stuff. I mean, just like insanely cool stuff. And it always is. So, a lot of people used to collect auction catalogs, And I have always thought that they were kind of cool. With the internet and particularly the numismatic portal, you really don't need it anymore. But every time a Rarities Night catalog comes from Stax Bowers, I grab it, I take it, I put it in the shelf behind my desk.
Oh yeah. There's stuff you don't see in there, but like once every 10 years or 12, 15 years, or sometimes one ever. So to have the really high quality pictures of it, like they have here with this coin, heck yeah.
Horn.
Yeah. So yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're exactly right. All right, Stax is up next again with their paper money. I actually have a couple notes in this sale.
Do you?
I do.
So tell us what you have going in this one.
I have a Wallens Creek, Kentucky National in this sale, and then I think I have a large size $1 silver or $1 note with a fancy serial number. So I highly doubt that my notes are covered in this story, but yeah, very. I have a copy of this catalog laying on my desk at the office. So
I think currency is equally interesting to look at. The longer I'm at Burke, the more I get into currency and the more I like doing it, the more I handle it at work, the easier it is for me to grade it. Currency really isn't hard to grade. It's pretty straightforward. There's some doctoring that can be done, but nowhere near the amount of doctoring that can be done with coins.
I don't know. They do
to make holes and rips disappear.
No. There are people out there that do some amazing things to notes.
Yes.
That I have seen. That's just insane. So,
yeah, I know it's possible because I was talking at one point about the Italians during World War II and what they used to do. So,
yeah, that's true.
A lot of things to note.
Ooh.
Sale is going to be a $10,000 bill, and this is one of the $10,000 bills that was in the Binion Casino.
I saw them when they were there a long time ago.
Yeah, had 100 of these in a horseshoe, so it was $1 million in cash.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember seeing these.
But it's 64. They just don't really get any better than that.
No.
Friends and PJs.
Salmon P. Chase on the front, looking dapper as ever with his receded hairline and just staring at your soul. But yeah,
he is kind of looking through your soul.
He is. He's staring right at you.
$12, man.
I want to. Oh, his eyes follow you. Yep. If you move back, yep. Nope. That's too creepy. Next story.
At 1807 $half and friends. So Jack Young is at it again, and his Fun with Fake series that appears in Coin Week is still awesome. The Dark Side Group. This week he brings us some 1807 cap bust $half.
Yeah.
And then he shows us where these came from as far as what the host coins were and stuff like that. So 1807s are very famous for having both large and small stars. And they're really pretty easy to see, right? And so the problems with this coin, though, are really on the reverse. And if you go to E Pluribus Unum and look at the B, the thing of the B is wrong, and the B is very shallow on every single one of these. And if you go all the way back to AliExpress, there you have the host coin with the word copy in between.
Yep, that's the problem with these is they sell them legally, quote unquote legally marked copy here, but when you get them in the mail, they look like these. So they are definitely not marked copy. That's how they're getting around it, and they need to change that rule. They need to make it so that it has to. I mean, the laws right now are probably about as good as you can get. They just don't enforce them. So, especially coming from overseas.
Yeah, I mean, there are people that are going to make them, and there are people that have a vested interest in making them. And I just am glad that there are people out there like Jack that does his thing, and it's really a great learning experience, even for the rest of us that aren't into, these kind of coins. So it's like if these are not really in your wheelhouse, not really in your joy spot, you can still learn an awful lot about how they were made
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah. That's you keep bringing these stories, and they keep hurting my heart every time we do them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just like, man, another one. Like here we are again, looking at the same stuff, and it sucks. But that's what we're up against right now. So, just is what it is.
So that was the news. And the news tonight was brought to us by cats. Just fill the food dish and leave me alone. What about human things? We're cats.
Yeah. I'm not even going to play the bump. I'm just going to leave that one. I'm just going to let that one ride. I'm going to let that sucker ride. That's a good one.
Just let it breathe.
Yeah. Yep.
So I have some news.
Okay.
Our coin club.
Yeah.
I had made an offer to people saying, hey, look, if you want a club that isn't going to be a lot of politics, it isn't going to be a lot of constantly looking to what happened to pork rinds? I don't know. That is constantly looking for fundraising and stuff like this. That can just be a club where people share stuff and get together. Particularly done on the internet. Then this would be the place for you. Well, it seems that we finally gotten it off the ground. I made a pretty big mistake at first in trying to corral everybody into a place where they weren't familiar. And so it just didn't get a really good reaction, but now we've used a Facebook group. So there is a Facebook group for this club.
Okay.
Club has been named. It is Collectors of Interesting Numismatic Stuff.
Love it.
Okay, so that's an acronym for coins. And it's the Coins Club. And if you'd like to join, you can go into the Facebook group. And, if you talk to, if you apply to join the Facebook group, you'll get it. And we're looking for people to help run the club right now. We're looking for people who want to be officers. To be really honest with you, it's like, I'm not looking to take a leadership role in this. I just really kind of wanted to get it started. I wanted to get people together and give them the opportunity. I've got too many projects going on right now. So
me too.
Yeah. So it's like I wanted to make this possible for people, and I wanted to give them the opportunity to have it. But it's it's like I will take as small as a role in it as I possibly can, other than just being a huge coin fan. So I think it's a really great idea. We auctioned off member number 1, which belongs to Jack Young.
Yep. And
we did that for charity. And I think that is going to be where I'll probably have my biggest impact. Is I will try and make this club do good for people one way or the other.
Sorry, I had a joke come through my head. I didn't want to interrupt you, but it was a great
about something good.
Yeah, no, you said you did it for charity, and in my head I went, "And her sister Chastity."
Well, and no, she has 2 sisters named Hope and Faith.
Hope and Faith, yep, they're dancers.
That's the ones that live in Indiana.
Yes, that's right. No, that's great. I'm very, very happy about that.
Yeah,
it's just all about knowledge, my friend. It's just all about getting people together in the same spot to have a good time and talk about what they like, and that's it. So,
I mean, I think that coin clubs. What people like about coin clubs is the interaction, the show and tell, the all this, right?
It's where you let your nerd flag fly, and you don't have to worry about other people.
Yeah, and so
Here.
Doing that on the internet is the best place for it because it's a never-ending meeting, right? It never ends. If you want to post something at 3:00 on Sunday morning, you post it at 3:00 on Sunday morning, and sure enough, when people wake up and they go into that, they're going to see it.
Heck yeah!
So that's kind of cool that you're going to have. And I've already seen some of the roster of people on this. That's a pretty diverse group of people, and that's always the best.
Yeah, totally. I've got some exciting things coming up too for the show. I leave on Wednesday to head to Baltimore to do nothing but hang out and make videos and content for the show. So there's all sorts of crazy stuff going on. I have the panel of people that I'm going to be talking to is awesome. I'm going to leave it, some of it as a surprise. Some people you know of, and some people you don't know. But I will be speaking with them all. I'll be doing some live streams. I'll be uploading videos as I sit there and edit them on the floor of the show. I'll be making shorts and reels and just all sorts of stuff from the Whitman Baltimore Expo. So if you want to come see me, I will be there. I am at table.
In some video of some sort.
Yeah, come on, let's make a video. If you come to the show, come find me. We'll do something. I'll make a little short. We'll do a quick, coolest coin at that table over there challenge. I mean, we'll do something. I literally have been given carte blanche to do whatever I want at this show as far as content goes.
Now I know they didn't call me.
So, and it's called the We Connect table, and that's where I will be connecting with you guys, I guess, or whoever, the world, and showing people how awesome that show is. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. And you know what? Is there anything, oh yes, one more thing I did want to bring up. If you guys have been paying attention to our socials lately, I have been dropping some interesting shorts, some authentication shorts that if you guys really want to watch those, they're really cool. I give you quick and dirty on how to authenticate certain pieces. I've done SVDBs, 14D cents, and I think I did the 3-legger.
Yep.
So,
that was really good.
Just quick and dirty. This is what you look for. This is what you want to see. If you don't see that, it's not real, period.
See, the great thing about this, those are on YouTube and they're going to be on YouTube forever.
Right.
So if you ever have a coin you want to authenticate it, if not now, 3 years from now, boom, you just pull it up because the Gnostics on it aren't going to change.
That's kind of why I did that, because I thought, you know what, people are always going to need to figure out if their coin's real. If I have this quick and dirty thing, there you go. So,
I see a note from somebody in the comments, Spencer Petrie.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember Spencer?
Yes, I do, actually.
I've been a listener for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And Spencer stopped in the shop when I first started working there. And, we kind of got to know each other a little bit and hit it off. And he came in. He came in this week and he's like, I don't know if you remember me, but I used to come in here a lot. My name is Spencer, and I'm like, oh, Spencer Petrie, and he goes, yeah. And I go, no, I don't remember you at all. So it was really cool to reconnect with him. Excuse me. He lives outside the country, and so the fact that he just kind of popped up at my shop was really cool. And he came in and he bought a really nice bust half, and I appreciate the little plug he gave for us. But
nice. Yeah. Nice. Well, friend, do you want to go look at people's cool things? Because I am dying to go through and check this stuff out. Is there anything else you want to talk about real quick before we do that?
Well, that's the kind of stuff I look for. Let's look at stuff.
Let's get it up. Pew! Here we go. All right, you guys brought it again as usual. I don't even have to ask. I just post this picture and you guys know what's up. But I do write a little blurb every time. And it's funny. I think people sit there and kind of watch for this thing to come up because as soon as I post it, people just start hammering stuff in there. It's amazing. So there you go. You guys are awesome, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So let's just check it out here. Jack Riley, first up, says 1875 CC seated $50. And by CC, we mean cash counterfeit. Oh, it's another one of these guys. School of Jack Youngs. One of my favorites now because it was, let's see, there you go. It was a gift from our good friend Jack Young, wanted to give away on the FWF group. Shameless plug for anybody that wants to join. That is definitely a struck counterfeit for sure. Let's see here. Let me get the other side of it up. Yeah, so you guys can actually learn from looking at this coin, and we're gonna have a little learning session here. Look at the surfaces of this coin. Do you see how grainy they are? The counterfeiters on the counterfeits can never get those surfaces right. They're always grainy. You always see a trace of it. Some coins are better than others. This one's actually really rough. Those surfaces are just bumpy, especially out in the fields by the wings, out here and here.
For something that has that much detail on it, it should not have that kind of graininess.
Right. And then if you look at, the ribbon here, you can see how weak it is. it's just not right. There's just too many bumps. And back in the old days, when you were looking at gold coins, they used to call those blems. There was a fancy word for them. They called them blems, BLEMS.
Yeah, blemish.
Yeah, and it was short for blemish. But yeah, that's old school. But yeah, that's something to look for on those coins. If you guys are ever trying to figure out if your coin's real, if it has that gradiness, just write it off right away. U.S. Mint coins do not have that. And then Jack Young said, one of my favorite coins.
And there is that.
What? I can't. Slab Daddy's up next. Noob from the ANA featuring the extremely rare foam insert. And then he shows us an 1863 1 cent in a PCGS MS64 Eagle Eye photo seal and CAC. And in the middle, around the coin, it does have what looks to be a white foam insert inside the slab. Guess they were.
Where's the Slab Daddy sticker on it? Because it's got two other stickers on it.
Yeah, that's true. I guess they were running low on the inserts that day or had to make something fit. There you go. Cool coin. Thank you for showing us. Up next, Dennis Mendoza says, completing my $10 New Orleans No Model Series 1841 through 1860. And he shows us a very tempting set of dominoes, but I would never, ever push those over because that is a super cool set of coins. All mint $10 gold pieces from 1841 to 1860, and I see a lot of green stickers, and I see one gold one hiding back there in the back. Very, very cool set. Young Jack Smith says, bought this week, and he shows us a 1936 Elgin and MS67 Plus by PCGS, and it looks like a pretty coin. It's frosty devil with some color around the edges. Looks like a pretty coin to me. Thank you, Jack. Okay, Ed Anderson says, I know some ancients don't attract a lot of love, especially when they look like this, which is actually impressive condition, but this is a rare bird. It's a Byzantine coin, joint reign of Justin and Justinian I, late April to early August, 527. It's a phallus from the Antioch Mint, weighs 16.2 grams. It is SEER 130. Very, very cool coin. You ancient guys drive me nuts. But I love it. I love it. Let's see if he posted the reverse. He did. Look at that. Cool. Very cool. Stephen Mayer's up next. Has been looking for a nice one of these for a couple of years. Finally got one back last week. I love the Civil War commands, and he shows us 1937 Antietam in PCGS MS65. Looks like a nice white coin with some good luster. Very cool. Let's see if I go down here. Did he show us the back? He did. Very cool. There's Antietam Bridge. Or I'm sorry, that's the Burnside Bridge, but they always just called it the Antietam Bridge because it was an integral part of the Battle of Antietam, if you know your history. Very, very cool. Nick Chema shows us two coins, a 1914 D cent in PCGS VG8 and a 1922 no D in PCGS Fine 12, and it is the strong reverse. Love a good Lincoln collector. Love a good little set of Lincolns. Those are some cool coins. Thank you so much for bringing them. J.R. Preston says, cheap pickup. I love hoard coins or coins from a specialized collection. He shows us a 1907 Stax West 57th Street collection, Barber Halfdollar. This was a cool little interesting collection. They had I can't remember the exact number, but it was a lot of coins that came out of one collection, and they put them in these special holders and then sold them. So very, very cool. Who is this guy?
I don't know.
Who's this guy? Ross Bega. What was my Russell? The Rustical. That's his name. The Rustical. Dual pan packs are kind of neat, and he shows us a 1915S octagonal Panama Pacific $50 gold piece in PCGS MS63 CAC, And just to show off a little more, he brings a 1915S Pan Pack Round 50, also in PCGS. I'm sorry. Brock says, almost done with the Walker set. Just a couple of 17s to come. And he shows us a 16S half in PCGS VF20. That's a tough coin to get in VF. 16S halves, just any 16s and 17s and 18s and 19s. They're all like AG to VG. Anything in that VF to XF range gets spicy in a hurry. So that's a cool coin. Thank you.
Have you ever seen one of those in like a good?
Oh, you see them in either like AG or AU. They're weird.
So lowball or
up. Yep. Steve Vesley shows us a 1936 proof mercury dime and a CAC grading PR67 holder.
Right.
And it looks from his pictures like this coin's got some pretty toning.
It's got some airlines too.
Well, details, my friend.
No, they didn't grade it details. They actually straight graded it.
Yes, it does look like it has maybe a few as-made hair or a few hairlines on the coin, but it looks like it's an eye appeal bomb. So there you go.
I mean, look, that's nice.
Yep.
Coin.
Jody Dotson says, picked up this beauty at my local shop. He shows us an 1897 $5 gold piece in NGC MS63. Very cool coin. Those coins are getting super affordable right now compared to their melt price. Classic gold right now in low mint state is a good place to look if you want some value potentially in the future. The premiums are very low at the moment.
Yes.
Dave Nelson says, I think I got to submit this one to CAC. Luster a little muted, but otherwise cannot understand the grade at all. And he shows us a huge and a half in MS62. Very cool.
So here's the thing. And I really kind of need to work this one through. It's like with this coin, I think that Dave feels that the coin is undergraded.
Yeah.
I think that 62 is the wrong grade for that coin, but I don't necessarily know if it's undergraded.
On a coin like that, it's hard to say. I believe it probably got that grade because he is right. The luster is a little muted, but the colors there, the surfaces look okay.
Mm-hmm. There's not a ton of bag marks or anything else. Not a lot of marks, not a lot of detracting marks. All things that you would expect from a 62.
Right. Well, the luster's just not there for anything better, I think.
No, so I think that they did that rather than 58ing it.
Yeah, it's hard to say, especially I would like to see that coin in hand because you have to really look for a luster break to call it an AU, and maybe it doesn't have it. That's why it's in a 62 holder.
Right.
But yeah, very cool. And then Ernesto Aguilar. See, here it is, Mike. This is the British version.
Right.
So this is the British version of Britannia and Liberty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they look very similar, so I can see where you get confused in your advanced age. I understand.
Wow.
But
it's fine. Just remember that. We're gonna do another quiz real soon, I have a feeling.
Hey, that's just paying you back for all those quizzes you dropped on me for the last 15 years.
So, did Ernesto share the reverse or the
No, that's the obverse just has King Big Ear on it, so
I want to see Chucky.
Vance Adkins says a hometown post Hard Times token, 1858 Cincinnati, and he shows us a token from FC Irwin, who was a hatter or a hat maker from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Haberdasher.
Yeah, and on the other side, imagine that there's a picture of a hat. If you didn't know what he did by the word hatter, you sure do now.
That's kind of copper nickel is what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's those come in all sorts of different compositions, so it could be a lot of different things. Daniel shows us. He says a coin that says "Nope." That's in the mail currently. Excited to see this one at hand, and he shows us a 1941 Washington quarter, PCGS MS66 with a CAC sticker on it, and it is the double die obverse FS101. So he is a variety chaser, and I like it. And I like that coin. Oh, there he is. I knew he was going to be here. Jack Young's here. Says just way too many throwing things wrong with this one. Wrote a few FWF Coin Week article on this one. Yeah. Wow. Ooh. Yeah, there's a lot of things wrong with that, and he circled a couple. The first thing I noticed is that thing at the bottom right is missing the PCGS logo. That should be a big indicator that something's wrong here. And then the grade is terrible for the coin, and they called it $1 instead of a $50. That was nice of them. At least they made it easy to tell, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not a mechanical error, which is all that would really be.
Right. James Bucky says, just got a complete set, gold, silver, and bronze of commemorative medals from the 1947 A&A convention in Buffalo, New York. To the best of my research, the gold one is one of only 2 minted. Wow. These are cool. I've never seen these before. Look at that. That's when the A&A really was something to be feared. I mean, look at these medals. These are cool. They made bronze, silver, and gold medals for their expositions. Excuse me. For their expos. And they were nice. I mean, those are high quality. Like, I like the design.
Yeah.
Huh. Very cool.
It's not a carnival token, and it is not a it's not just an average good for. That's a nice souvenir.
Yeah. Yeah, very, very cool. Noah Riggs says, here is my most recent purchase for my typeset. Very excited to have this 1835 cat bus quarter in my collection. And it looks like you picked a nice one. The surfaces are nice. The coin doesn't look like it's been cleaned or messed with. Got a couple little rim dings, but those don't bother me that much on this coin. Yeah, just a nice wholesome example. Not bad at all.
So, as we've hit the bottom of this, I just sent you an email.
Okay.
And I want you to see if you could pull up the picture in this email, because I think that people will enjoy this. This was absolutely the coolest thing that's walked in a long time.
Well, you got to save it. No, you got to save it for the show.
Oh, no, this is too good to save.
Nope, you got to save it for your coolest thing. I'm requiring it.
No.
Yeah.
No, you have to show this.
Okay, give me a minute. It'll take a minute.
Yeah.
Very...
Just to let everybody know, thank you for sending in your coolest things. We really do enjoy this segment. And it's a chance for you guys to kind of be the stars for a little while and show your stuff off. And, again, it brings different perspectives. And different perspectives are always good with us. Yeah,
that's right. Brian Bass says, purchased a large lot of constitutional silver. I hate that term. And looky what we have here. 21S key date, borderline XF detailed porosity. Not bad for less than $10. Shows us a 21S half. And yeah, weird. That coin corroded. I don't really know how. It's real, but man, the coin's got a lot of corrosion for silver. Silver's not something that corrodes easily. So unless that coin spent some time underground or underwater, weird. Very cool. Mark Schuer says, I inherited this coin from a distant relative and have no idea what it is. The other side is very not safe for work. Ooh, so I won't share a pic of that here. It seems cast as opposed to struck. I think it may be a one-off. No idea. And it is a lead, looks like, round, and it says I will on one side. And I can only imagine what the other side has on it.
About silver dollar size, too.
Yeah. And I will tell you that I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Well, I am.
Oh, boy. Susan Stoll says, this isn't my coolest piece of silver, but it's pretty nice. And she shows us one of the silver bullion skulls. She loves those things. Susan posts those all the time, and I love it.
I like the way you work the flag into the skull.
Yeah. Delbert Channel says, my favorite piece tower, and he shows us a nice-looking, uncirculated 1928p piece tower. One of the key dates for the series. And it looks like a nice coin. Thank you, Delbert. Oh, you got the back. Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a nice coin. Probably a 64, I would say.
It's got great luster.
Yeah, looks like it has great luster. A couple little reed marks on the back, I think, hold it back from anything higher than a 4, but looks like a nice coin. Nicole Mauser, the goddess lady, says, hello. North goddess Valkyrie, Valkyrie of Healing from the Goddess of Health series, 50 grams of silver issued by Ghana. That's pretty cool.
D. Rickett kind of gave us a hint as to what was on the other side of it. It was a Bordello token.
Oh, well, there you go.
So there you go. Now you should be able to figure it out.
There you go. Bordello token. Look that up. And last but not least, Isaiah says, not crazy rare date, but nice toning in a gold embossed fatty. And he shows us a Morgan silver dollar in an early NGC holder.
Is that 2.0?
I'm not great with my versions of these. I just know it's early. It's an 1885 Morgan in a green label with an embossed gold on the back, MS64 NGC holder, and it has a CAC sticker.
An old CAC sticker too.
Yeah, it looks like it's the CAC sticker is one of the version 2.17s. Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm just making things up.
Your email.
Yeah. And that's it. You guys are awesome. I just had to say it again. Sorry.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for bringing all of your cool stuff to this show quickly and now consistently is my favorite thing we do on this show. Looking at your cool stuff.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you gotta like it. I like it.
Email and show my coolest stuff.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry, you made it difficult here. You got to fill for a minute because I got to log into my email and do all sorts of stuff.
I got no problem with that. So, I'm going to tell everybody a story. So, this week, I went out to do a deal. And so, you go in, you look at stuff and you buy stuff. And, this is kind of your typical buy. It was a lot of proof sets, a lot of mid sets, some commemoratives, and it was just lots and lots and lots of it. It was a guy who had bought 4 or 5 of them every year, all throughout the 80s and 90s. And so, it's as a coin dealer, you get a little jaded every once in a while in that you see so much of certain stuff that It's, if I see another 86 clad half Statue of Liberty half dollar, okay, I'm going to scream because, every deal that comes in has at least one, if not several.
Right.
Well, this was a coin that came in, and start with the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was in the original package that it came with, and pull it up on the screen.
I'm getting there.
So this is an Olympic half or an Olympic silver dollar from 1984. It's a big yawn. Who cares until you see the other side? That is straight out of the package. That's exactly what I can't believe that Mike was able to photograph this and capture the color the way he was. The man should give a clinic on how to do this stuff.
These are really cool. I have gotten just a very, very few of these over the years. It has to do with how they were stored. Something in the place that it was stored at was causing it to tone.
Well, I'm going to shoot your theory with a couple of holes because this was one of 10 of these dollars.
Oh, okay. None of the other ones toned?
The only one that looks like this.
Weird. Usually you see a group of them or something like on the edge, maybe 1 or 2 along the side.
It's so incredible that we immediately were like, oh God, now we got to look at the other ones. And we looked and it was like there were a couple that had some color, but nothing to this extent. This is target toning, and it literally came from the red velvet that it was sitting in.
I'm not sure it did because you said there were a couple others that were toned.
Yeah, and they toned, mostly.
They just toned though, right? Yeah.
It's like this coin doesn't have a freaking mark on it. It is absolutely amazing. And any marks that it has have got to be covered by the toning.
Yeah, and when the crazy part is this coin will bring monster boon money because it's modern. It's got beautiful natural toning, and I think it should grade. I know PCGS is being pretty lenient on color right now, so that's where I would send it.
Well, and here's the great thing is we have a feeling that it's like it should straight grade. They should straight grade this with no problem.
Isn't it dumb that we have to have this conversation? Because I've seen this so many times in my day and in my 20-something years of doing this now that I buy coins that are toned in the original packaging. Like I get like the 60s proof sets still in the plastic, and the coin has monster toning. You know what I started doing? When I kept getting coins back that I knew 100% were in proof sets when I was taking scissors and cutting out the cellophane and leaving it and sending that to PCGS or NJC. Just leaving it in the cellophane, but cutting it out itself. That was the only way.
So, I mean, the thing that really this coin has going for it that sells that it's natural toning is the fact that the obverse is just blast white.
Right.
You can't dip half a coin, and you can't artificially tone half a coin.
That's true. That is very, very true.
So yeah, this was a monster, and I wanted to share it with everybody because I'm not a fan of commemoratives. I am especially not a fan of modern commemoratives, and the '84 Olympic stuff. I've seen so much of it; it basically makes me want to heave. So, hold on a second.
I got it.
Somebody, okay. And so, I mean, just to see this, and this is 100% natural. I know it for sure because I was with him when he opened up the book. Me and Russ opened this up.
Yeah, that's awesome when that happens. I love that.
And that is just, I mean, we took one look, we were like, holy crap. And it is the only one out of like 7 or 8.
Yeah, as Jack would have said when he was a young lad, holy macamoongie.
Yeah.
That's what Jack used to say when he was a kid.
So that was my piling in on the segment of Coolest Thing, and I just wanted to share that with everybody.
Well, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that tremendously. You guys are awesome. Thank you again for hanging out with us. 233 is in the books. I can't believe it. You guys, I hope you don't get tired of me next week when I'm in Baltimore. I'm going to be bringing in a ton of stuff to you guys just because I can. So anybody that's going to be there you want me to talk to, I will do my darndest to go say hi. Maybe
next Saturday?
Yeah, I am. So you're going to have to find a fill-in for the hangout.
Yeah, we'll get the hangout. Maybe me and Russell have a little fun.
There you go. Yeah, like I said, I could try to do it, but I will be on an airplane at 8 o'clock. So,
who knows?
Yeah, you guys will be fine.
Yep.
Plus, by then, everybody will be tired of seeing my face anyways. So,
as long as you produce good comment, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll find out.
So did you boot the problem in the
Working
chat?
on it.
Okay. So, I guess the easiest way to do this would be thank you, everybody, for sending us your stuff. Thank you to our producers who are in the chat right now, feverishly trying to get this guy out. That would be the unnamed source and Justin Irvin. And thank you to every one of you who showed up and who are here with us, who listened, because without you, this entire endeavor is pointless. So join us next week, or not, maybe the week after, when we bring you the next episode of the Coin Show Hangout. And until then, I'm Mike.
And I'm Matt.
We'll
and
talk.
That's a beautiful coin.
Yeah. We'll leave you with thoughts of rainbows. We'll talk to you next time on the Coin Show Podcast.
You've been listening to the Coin Show Podcast with Matt Dinger and Mike Nottleman. The boys will be back soon with another informative and entertaining episode. Meanwhile, you can follow the show on social media at The Coin Show on Twitter and Instagram, and on Facebook at facebook.com/The Coin Show. You can also join their private group. Just search Facebook groups for Friends of the Coin Show and request access. But if you want to take it to the next level and support the Coin Show podcast, you can go to www.patreon.com/The Coin Show. If you subscribe at the $5 a month level or higher, you'll have access to Not the Coin Show podcasts on the off weeks, as well as other surprises reserved for our patrons. Visit our website at coinshowradio.com or download our podcasts on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, or wherever you download your podcasts. This has been the Coin Show Podcast.